morning there, sweet peas. It is currently not raining, which is huge. But I do believe that there's more rain coming in. I don't know how much more our ground can take. We are super saturated. There is mud everywhere. Yeah, it's just, anyway. I'm thankful for the rain because we've been in a drought for so many years. But all at once is a little too much. And, if we just spread it out a little bit, that would be great. Anyway, so I've started these monthly meetings, and I've started kind of trying to build this community. And we've had a lot of people with a lot of interest in these monthly meetings that I kind of started with the inspiration from another creator that also has been having these monthly meetings for a couple of years now. And they kind of run their monthly meetings more like just a family gathering where, there's a potluck, everybody gets together and talks and connects and kind of does that. And that's kind of where the direction that I am trying to go with this. And I assume that at the very beginning of something like this, there's a lot of interest, there's a lot of people that are going to be super excited about it. But as time goes on, some of those people will be weeded out because they just didn't think it was going to be what it was. They thought it was going to be something different, or, I just don't have time for that, or I just don't like it and I don't like anybody in that group, which is totally fine. But I think that we are past the point of trying to convince those who are not preparing to prepare. I think that we are way past the point of trying to really turn people's views or understanding or whatever the situation that they're in. If they're not a preparedness type person, we are definitely way past that to convince them that this is the way to go. Now, why do I keep doing what I do then? Well, my goal is for those who do want to live this lifestyle, and it is a lifestyle. It is not just a hobby. It's not just a thing that you do. It's just not whatever. It is a lifestyle. It is a complete lifestyle. And how you live that lifestyle is completely up to you. If you are 100% self-sufficient, self-reliant, absolutely wonderful. If you're 25% or 10% self-sufficient, self-reliant, but you're working on more, absolutely wonderful for you, and we're here to support you. I am nowhere near 100% self-sufficient, and every time I go to the store, I realize that more and more. So I'm working on that. I'm trying to get there, but no way am I 100% self-sufficient. I am probably about 40%, maybe. I don't even think I'm halfway there. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit, but I hold my standards for myself, I hold them pretty high. Anyway, but we are kind of past that point of convincing others that, hey, this is the way to go, something big's going to happen, you need to look out for yourself and your family. I'm here to support those who have decided that this is the lifestyle, this is the journey that they need to be on, as much as possible, and to help those who are trying to live this preparedness lifestyle, to be able to give them some tips, hints, and resources that they need to be able to move forward. And for those who are way far ahead of me, if you are watching this, if you are on here, then I first of all, I applaud you and thank you for stopping by. But I think that it is important to know who your community is. And community not necessarily means people in your own little area, which is very important, obviously. But I think community is, I have to put something in the mailbox. Hold, please. Maybe I'm not going to do that right now. Anyway, I didn't pull in just right to the mailbox, so I'm just not going to worry about it right now. Anywho, community is also important in all over the country. Because if we end up with, and I know this is a big if, and there's going to be a lot of even preparedness type people that are like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. If we end up in a situation where there is a complete economic collapse, or a complete social collapse, or a complete governmental collapse, then not only do we need those immediate people around us, but we also need those people in other areas that we can reach out to that are like-minded, that may have resources that we need, that may have things that we can barter and trade, that may need those just those support networks all across the United States. So community is not just good for that's where you start, but then you kind of start branching out and know where those like-minded people are. Now, that's not saying that you're going to have communities that are out of state that you're going to get together and have potlucks and you're really going to know each other. That's not necessarily what that means. But what that can mean is that if something does happen, you have those resources to reach out to be able to get things that you need that you might not have in your area, and vice versa. So kind of this network of people that that you know are like-minded, and that you know what's going on, and they're very aware of the situation. Okay, so building those communities is not just about your initial, but that's where you start. So I'm kind of past the point of convincing other people, and I think that's kind of where we're all at right now. Now is the time to build those support communities that are like-minded, that do things like you, that have things like you, that have the same thought process or values, morals, beliefs, whatever. And within those communities, you find your smaller communities that you can really hook up with and really create some community bonding, some very close friendships. So that's my hope. But I do think that we are past the point of really convincing anyone at this point that this is the way to go. Either they're on board or they're not. And for those that are not on board, bye, see ya, great, thanks. Doesn't mean you can't be friends with them, or, because a lot of us have family members that feel that way, but that also means that you keep them kind of out here and focus on your preparedness and your preparedness family. All right. So that's all I have to talk about today. I think we need to definitely stop preaching to the masses and start really kind of focusing in and honing in on our smaller communities. All right. Once again, if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. I hope you guys have a wonderful, amazing day, and I will talk to you next time.